Joe Gaming Zeta presents First Turns. Greetings, lords and ladies, and welcome to Joe Gamer Zeta, the place for Game Joe games and only in Game Joe games. And welcome to the Season 3 finale of First Turns. I am your host, Joshua Hill, and today we're going to be looking at some of the greats and some of the promising and some of the interesting things that have happened on this channel. So, without further ado, let's get into it. With the view count of 9 views, our most watched video of this season goes to Heart of a Warrior, in which I play Claus Lands. Thank you guys for coming by and checking out the video. I'm sure the developer appreciates the love and support that y'all give them. And it was a really fun game to play. I wish it would have been a little bit longer, to be honest. I was really having fun with it. But it was fun. I got to get to the beginning, to the end, and within the episode. So that was really cool. That was really nice. I look forward to seeing more games from them in the future. And our most liked video this season with 4 likes is going to go to the Ultimate Snowball Fight, in which I played the game Snowmancer. Thank you guys for the love you have given this video, and I'm going to support the developer because they make some pretty decent games. Go check them out. It's also worth noting that Ultimate Snowball Fight also got the most community this season, so with 4 comments. So I thank you guys for coming by and talking. And like I said, I want to build a community here. I want to build something great, and I want to present this as a really open community for everyone to come in and say how they feel. Moving right along, we are looking at the most promising 5 games that I've had this season. Now, these are the games that I felt like had the most promise, the most build. They may not be very developed right now, but I feel like they could become great games in the future. Some of the games in this one were actually really well built, and it was actually kind of difficult to figure out. Number 5. Depths of Reckoning. Though this title doesn't have much to it presently, it shows a lot of promise. The controls are fluid, graphics are lovely, and enemies behave nicely. In fact, the enemies actually change their pattern, keeping you on your toes each time you play. The character does seem to level up, but in the current build it doesn't seem to change gameplay that much, and the skill that you get in the game has to be perfectly timed to actually damage foes. All in all, however, my time with it was a pleasant experience, and I hope to get a chance to play more in the future. Number 4. Baby Goat Billy. This is a unique turn-based RPG with a deck building attribute thrown in. The deck is made up of all the actions that your character can perform in battle, and the usefulness of each card is directly affected by what stat you have built up. If you die, you start over with only the basic deck you started with and must get cards again, but you keep any of the attributes you have had built up in the time. The graphics are lovely and the gameplay handles well, but I will most likely come back to see that little goat skip around. It's so cute. Number 3. Midnight Espresso. This game promises to go with 2 different storylines based on the decisions you make about the strange new barista that just started working for your coffee shop. It can either be a dating game or an outright horror game. Straight out the door, I love the colorful cast of characters this demo introduced us to. The developer seems to know what they were talking about when they were describing the functions of the cafe, and the artwork is really nice. At the end of the demo, the barista breaks the 4th wall to tell me it's the end of the demo. A part that freaked me out and left me giddy as a schoolboy at the same time. I really can't wait to see how the story progresses. Number 2. Prim. If I had money to throw into a Kickstarter, this would be the game. It has an eerie black and white color palette with beautiful designs and pleasant voice acting. It made me laugh several times throughout the demo. I mean, when the Angel of Death cuts a rug, how can you not react? The character of Prim herself is quite likable and a little different than I thought the Daughter of Death would be. The puzzles can be challenging but not impossible, and the demo ended making me want more of the game. Hopefully their Kickstarter will be backed and we will get to see more of this gem soon. Number 1. Brock the Investigator. I love myself a game with anthropomorphic characters, so the second I found out about a gator man who was a detective, I had to check this out. Boy, am I glad I did. This game has got so much going for it. Terrific voice acting, dazzling graphics, and engaging storyline. It's a mixture of point-and-click adventure with a brawler built seamlessly into the gameplay. Some puzzles make you have to think your way through them, but others let you smash your way through them. The conversations between characters is quite enjoyable, and every line of dialogue is fully voiced, even when Brock simply investigates things. This definitely is a game I'll be picking up whenever it's fully finished. And finally, we are into the big moment. What are the top 5 games that I played for this season? These are my personal favorites. These are the games that made me say, oh, only at Mattress Jack. No, I'm just kidding. But they made me have fun. They made everything stand out to me, and I really, really enjoyed them. Like I said, no game is bad. I really enjoy every game I put on here, and this time, like always, it was very difficult to choose these top 5. But here we go. Without further ado, here are my top 5. Number 5, Elman's Dungeon. This small dungeon crawling adventure game had me thinking it was one thing, a simple puzzle solver, and then flipped the tables on me when I got a sword halfway through it. The game is made in Blender, and all the movements of the characters seem to flow well, except for when you climb stairs. The storyline was pretty cliche, but gave me a real sense of accomplishment when I defeated the evil Lord Randor and claimed the king's staff. All in all, despite a few hiccups here and there, the game was a real treat from the start to finish. Number 4, Space Bugs. This game gave me quite a scare at first. When the vehicle you are piloting first appears, it has no gun. This is quickly rectified a little way in when you get your first gun, with only 10 rounds. Imagine my relief when I found out the ammo was unlimited. You just had to reload after every 10 shots. The controls for the game are pretty fluid, and the art style is quite pleasant. You get a real sense of dread as you walk through the decrepit space station, and the bugs can be pretty pesky to deal with, each with their own ways of attacking you. If you like top-down shooters, this is one you should really keep your eyes on. Number 3, Pyramid Plunge. With its pleasant-looking graphics, zany characters, and smooth gameplay, this game is a must for any adventure game fan. It has a simple approach of grab as much treasure as you can from a level, defeat the enemies, and make it to the exit before the timer runs out and the level fills with water. You have to keep your central characters together to exit a level, which can be done by literally picking them up and taking them with you. This makes for some rather interesting situations. You are also able to get power-ups and tools that can make each level experience unique and adds to the replay value of the game. Number 2, Pick a More. Talk about speed dating. This bullet hell-like game revolves around you going on dates with different characters and having to dodge hazards as you make your way to their hearts, all in hopes of increasing their attraction to you. The list of characters you are trying to date is unique as well. There's a cat girl, cat boy, buddy girl, sheep girl, and my favorite, the snake boy. As you complete levels with each character, it gets harder and harder to do the next. If you win, you get more affection from them, but if you lose, then well, you lose affection. Talk about love in the fast lane. Number 1, Ruin of Eternity. This adventure game has a lot to offer. The gameplay feels reminiscent of an older action-adventure game, with the menu system feeling very familiar. However, the game doesn't feel like a generic clone. It has a life of its own, and you can tell the developer went through great depths to give you a unique experience. The graphics feel very original, and the controls handle quite well. There is a challenge to the game, whereas if you aren't careful, you can miss vital things that can make it quite dangerous. The mixture of nostalgia and the feeling of uniqueness is sure to bring me back time and time again. Thus, Ruin of Eternity has earned itself the top spot for this season. And thank you everyone for another awesome season of Jolt Gamer Zeta First Turns. We're going to be trying to introduce some new things in the following seasons. We're also going to be cutting back to 2 videos a day because 4 videos was too much. That's why I put up so much at the end of the season there, and that's why the numbers are kind of down, because I didn't actually give it enough time to really go. So I'm actually going to be cutting it down to 2 videos a day. This one and my first episode of my new season, which is actually my first 2-parter. Wow, that's pretty impressive. That's pretty different. So I hope you guys will pop up and see that pop. You'll get the joke when you watch the video. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode. If you like this, please subscribe and follow for more. Follow. What? Just subscribe. Don't pay attention to the follow thing. Just subscribe. Well, actually, you can follow my Twitter. Now that I think about it, follow my Twitter. Go support my Patreon. There we go. Good timing to shout those out. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching, and remember, subscribe Check the links below. Come on back for another video.